your mother likes to just take them things and dance them around like that. Let it fall.
Mm-hmm. Oh, just like that, huh?
Like that.
Oh, just like when I was a little girl.
Oh, yeah, it taught you out and you lost. Oh, no, you didn't lose him, did you? Just dancing around. Yeah, and if your weight comes out, you might just try it without a weight. Because I had those two hit this as I was winding it back in.
That's bait for the one you caught.
That's bait for the one I just caught, yeah. There's one. There's one on spinnerbait.
Yeah.
Yep. Hit it right on top of the water. Little guy. Right on top of the water. Guy's got a lot of growing to do. That's my first bass out of Lake Keystone. I'm fishing with my baby girl Sherry. We're down here outside of Tampa, Florida, fishing Lake Keystone. First time we've ever been on that lake. We fished about an hour. We didn't get started till about 11 o'clock, and we've had 3 or 4 bites. Sherry missed one on a spinnerbait, and I missed I had one hooked, and he got down the grass, got away on a worm, and probably about the same size fish. But that's a start, Sherry.
That is.
5 minutes after 12. It's the lunchtime bass. Back in there, baby doll. He hit it right on top of the water. Well, you laid that crankbait down to hurry.
Yes, I did.
Right on top of the water. He hit it right on top. Same size I caught on the spinnerbait, Sherry. He was out in that grass. So there ought to be some big ones out in that grass. There ought to be some big females out there. You know, I don't know.
Mama.
I don't know how many. Yeah, that's a little female bass right there, isn't it? Got some eggs in it. But there ought to be some. There ought to be some big ones. There ought to be some big ones out in that grass. We'll find them before the day's over. Either that or we'll catch little ones. We'll either find some mamas or we'll catch
a whole bunch of little ones is not a bad thing.
Well, there's little ones, you know, there's big ones. It's the size. It's the size I've been missing some of right there. I bet you.
I think mine was bigger.
Yeah.
Not much, but it was bigger.
They've already spawned. This was just hatched out. I've got this Lucky Strike pow worm rigged with a little slip sinker. Now I had a screw-in slip sinker where you screw it in where it'll stay attached, you know, as I was flipping around some of that stuff. I've actually changed it and went to a regular slip sinker and put a big 5/0 wide gap Daiichi hook on it and just rigging it regular Texas style. And the reason I did that is I was missing those fish, and I thought maybe that had something to do with it. And that's really the first bite I've had. But probably a lot of them are just small fish, you know. So far, everything we've caught's been small fish.
Something.
Yes, you do. Right there on this point. Another small one.
Yeah. Felt a lot better on the other side of the lily pad.
Yeah, once you had him hooked up in there. They seem to be biting spinnerbaits better than they are these worms.
Grow up. Mwah.
We'll run into a big one here in a minute. There ought to be some, if there's any spawning, they could be spawning in this canal because obviously they warm up a lot better. They like to spawn in the canals down here. I don't know how big a canal it is. Pretty good size though. It could hold a few big fish. It could hold quite a few big fish, in fact. There's one.
Scoot over.
Come here, baby. There we go. There we go.
There.
There we go.
Found mama.
There we go. Oh yeah, that's a good fish. There we go.
Did you get that on that little worm?
I got that on that little worm.
On the pow?
Pow stick. Oh golly, Jimmy. Maybe you ought to. Maybe you shouldn't lift that size in, huh? Wow, that's a nice fish right there.
It is.
Good lands. Good lands. Yeah, that Lucky Strike pow stick. That's the third bite I've got on. The other two weren't near this big.
Everything else put together is not that big.
I need to power pole down. Power pole down, power pole down. Yeah, buddy, look at that. Wow. Whee! That's a pretty one right there. That's a big old Florida bass. This is what you come to Florida for, is fish like this. You never know. You never know when that's gonna happen either. You know, you kill along there catching those little small females and little small males, and all of a sudden you get a bite starts swimming off with your plastic or comes up there and Well, that hook got that fish.
Look how
I can
dark
hardly
and
get it
pretty
out.
is.
Wow, that's a big old bass right there.
It's pretty.
Man. Ooh, baby doll, talk to me. Ah. Man, oh man. Can't believe I lifted that fish in. I thought it was only about 4 pounds, you know, when I saw it out there in the water. I got to lifting it in, it kept growing. Woo-hoo-hoo. You know, I missed quite a few fish this morning. One of the good things about a pow stick is they're, as opposed to some of the other worms like this that are stick worms, is that this thing starts out as a 6-inch. So a lot of them are 5 inches. So you got a 5-inch worm in the package. And I've bitten this one off. It's probably still a little over 5 inches. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna come in here and, well, really, it's not too bad. I'm just gonna take another deal on it. I was gonna bite a little bit off and reuse that same worm. But the thing about it, if you start with a 6-inch worm, as opposed to a 5-inch, you're gonna catch a lot more fish on it. Now, I've got a 5/0 Daiichi hook. I run it in just like that. I come over here and about where that bend wants to hit, I put my thumbnail right there. Right where the bend is, that hook, and I'm gonna stick the worm in the hook right there and angle it just a little bit back toward the front. And what that allows me to do then, I've got the point of the hooks out. See, like this? I'll come back in and scrunch it up a little bit and skin hook it. That makes the worm totally weedless. I've got a little 1/16 ounce weight on it. Totally weedless, and yet anytime a fish bites that, pushes down on that right there, he's gonna pull that loose. You're gonna get a real good hook set and be able to get a real good hook in the fish like I did on that one back there. Yes! All right, power pole up, Sherry. You know, your mother likes to just take them things and dance them around like that. Let it fall.
Mm-hmm. Oh, just like that, huh?
Like that.
Oh, just like when I was a little girl.
Oh yeah, it taught you out and you lost. Oh no, you didn't lose him, did you?
Yeah.
Just dancing around. Yeah, and you know, if your weight comes out, you might just try it without a weight. Because I had those two hit this as I was winding it back in.
That's bait for the one you caught.
That's bait for the one I just caught, yeah. Spinnerbait fishing is all about a lot of different things. It's about color, it's about vibration, it's about size, it's about trailers, no trailers. It's about a lot of different things. And the key thing is you got to experiment around. But one of the key things I've always felt like was vibration. And so this year we finally came out with our round blades on our Jimmy Houston Legend spinnerbaits. And we did the exact same thing we did with the willow leaf blade is we moved up to the next size blade that normally comes on there. So you got a little bit bigger blade. Now that's something I've done for really years and years and years, is change blades on spinnerbait. So I wanted to finally develop a spinnerbait that had the right blades on them from the get-go. But round blades will always give you more vibration. Now if you want to get even more vibration out of a round bladed spinnerbait, just go ahead and cut that little kicker blade off. Take that off where this shaft has got a little bit more flexibility to move around, and it'll actually, you know, keep you give you a lot more vibration. But if you want a more flash, you want to go to willow leaf blades. Now the other thing is to go to really, really, really shiny blades. I mean, blades that have been double polished, diamond plate, gold plated, and they're really polished twice. It makes them shine a whole lot more. You know, when you pick out a spinnerbait, you need to look at those blades and see the ones that shine a lot, because flash is important and vibration is important. To get the maximum amount of flash, the maximum amount of vibration, you can go with a round blade that's double polished, and you're going to get both. To add more vibration, cut that blade off. Single spins will always vibrate more than a tandem. But spinnerbait vibration, spinnerbait flash, it's all important. Throw it, throw it, throw it. You'll become a better spinnerbait fisherman.